Need for revenge lands a suspicious wife behind bars.
You got a warrant out for your arrest for online harassment.
The unsettling ad she is accused of posting on Craigslist when she suspected her husband was cheating. And no conservatives allowed? The college kids who say their political group was kicked off campus. Plus, the shortage that could cause the price of tequila to go up. The news starts now.
And tonight, was it a case of revenge on Craigslist? Police say this woman posted a sex ad using another woman's number and picture.
Investigators say she did it because she thought the woman was having an affair with her husband.
Our Stephanie Whitfield talked to the other woman today. And Stephanie, what does she have to say about all of this?
Guys, she tells me there was no affair, and because of this cybercrime, police say she got dozens of phone calls and naked pictures sent to her personal phone.
Samantha Johnson.
This Houston woman stood before a judge accused of using someone else's picture and phone number to solicit sex on Craigslist.
Miss Johnson, you got a warrant out for your arrest for online harassment.
Prosecutors say Tammy Johnson did it to get revenge on a woman she suspected of having an affair with her now ex-husband. According to court documents, the Craigslist ad requested married men to come over and service her on a daily basis. The woman reportedly got 100 calls and several naked pictures from men responding to the ad. Eventually, police traced the post back to Johnson's work computer at the Baylor College of Medicine.
Is there anything else that you'd like me to say on your behalf?
But the victim told me over the phone there was no affair. Johnson's husband was her divorce attorney, according to investigators. She called the fake Craigslist ad a heinous cybercrime. And the alleged harassment didn't end there. Johnson also faces a separate charge for sending text messages, calling the woman evil, writing, "You've made it necessary for me to help you control your unacceptable behavior." Court records show the suspect and her husband got a divorce last year. I did reach out to Johnson today, who told me she had no comment. Guys, back to you.
All right, Stephanie Whitfield with a rather complex case there. Thanks so much. Breaking news now, new layoffs at Academy. The sporting goods chain says it plans to outsource about 140 IT positions to a company here in the United States. Academy says the move will allow the company to be in a position to better serve our customers in an ever-changing digital age.
A crime analyst with the Houston Forensic Science Center has been fired because of misconduct. She's accused of shredding the original notes she took for a homicide investigation. That employee, Megan Timlin, has been charged with a crime, but it's still a mystery as to why she allegedly shredded the report. Her boss admits this may not be the only time Timlin has done this.
It's possible that there are some other places that she didn't have notes. We'll just have to see.
And when something's missing,
they'll have to wait and see. KHOU 11 News legal analyst Gerald Treese says this could spell trouble for prosecutors. HFSC says it's notified the Harris County DA's office about what happened.
We now know a Texas congressman was one of the first to help after the train he was on slammed into a garbage truck. About 300 Republican lawmakers were headed to a policy retreat in West Virginia when the accident happened today. Many were traveling with their spouses and children. The impact knocked some off their feet. Congressman Michael Burgess, a doctor from the Dallas area, rushed to check on the people inside the truck. One person was killed. Another was seriously hurt. A spokesman says Congressman Pete Olson from Houston has a banged-up knee. Senator Ted Cruz and Representatives John Culberson and Kevin Brady were also on the train, but were not hurt.
That's frightening stuff. Lone Star College is being taken to court by a conservative student group that claims they are being punished for their views. Jason Miles live tonight. He's at the federal courthouse downtown with more on what this is all about. Jason?
Hey there, Lynn. In a courtroom here is where both sides may very well end up thanks to this lawsuit. And you're right, it basically claims the group was ousted by the college because of its conservative views. The group is actually called Young Conservatives of Texas and has multiple chapters across the state, including one out at the Lone Star College Cy-Fair campus. According to the lawsuit filed on its behalf, the college de-recognized the group after it posted video of a debate about abortion that was held on campus. Its college-appointed sponsor quit on the grounds The lawsuit claims that the club's mission did not align with that of the college.
If this group can show out of their multiple arguments that they were picked on because the school didn't like their message, that's a classically good First Amendment argument.
But KHOU legal analyst Gerald Treese says rules may be on the college's side. The lawsuit states that student groups must have a college sponsor. If the Young Conservatives of Texas couldn't find one, the real reason it was de-recognized may have nothing to do with politics after all. I did reach out to Lone Star College for a comment regarding this lawsuit, but the college does not comment on pending litigation. You can look at the lawsuit yourself on KHOU.com. Back to you.
I know a lot of people very interested in the case. Jason, thank you.
Some racially insensitive free speech on the internet is getting the Texas Agricultural Commissioner in a bit of hot water. Referring to the release of a controversial classified memo critical of the FBI, Miller tweeted last night, "Democrats haven't been this upset over Republicans releasing something since Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves." Now, the tweet triggered dozens of negative comments on his Twitter page. Sid Miller has gotten in trouble online before, you may recall. At one point, his account used the C word to refer to Hillary Clinton. That tweet was later deleted.
Well, you don't want to ever see this over your back fence. New surveillance video shows us a fire that we told you about at 4. It was burning on the west side of Houston. It started in a field this afternoon behind a line of homes. See that back there? That's on High Star near Wilcrest. Air 11 was over the area after the fire was put out. Look at the scorched earth there. It took firefighters about 45 minutes to control that fire. Texas game wardens are amping up aerial surveillance in search and rescue operations. This high-tech drone was paid for with private donations to help police during natural disasters to go where helicopters can't, like during Hurricane Harvey. Texas Parks and Wildlife took part in 12,000 Harvey-related rescue operations. That's a nice tool to have.
It is.
And coming up, help after Harvey.
How a change at City Council may make home repairs a lot easier for families wiped out in the floods.
Also, prices skyrocket for the key ingredient in tequila. Why it could cause problems for margarita makers for years to come.
And later, they thought she was gone. How Baytown police cracked the case for a puppy found a very long way from home.
It is a spectacular evening coming up. We'll talk about tomorrow morning's fog, the mild weather for Thursday, and then the rain chances for your Super Bowl party right after the break.